What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be servicing for the first time a CF Moto 110. So this is my son's little bike. He's been ripping it pretty hard. We got a big riding day tomorrow, so I wanted to go through it, do an oil change, check the air filter, and probably check some torque specs and things like that. Maybe lube the chain up. We'll see what it needs. It's a pretty clean bike, so shouldn't need much, but it's definitely due for an oil change. And there is, or has been, a little bit confusion on this bike where people pull the wrong drain plug. So I figure I'd film it, show you guys, you know, what's what, and hopefully this helps you. All right, let's get into it. All right, guys, here we are. So I got her up on the motorcycle lift. It's a little sketch, but she should be all right. So here she is. Let's see if we can get set up under there and start by draining this oil. So obviously you're gonna pull that drain plug. I'll set that aside. Let's get under here and I'll show you the plug. When you look under this machine, there's two different things that kind of look like drain plugs. Now to me, this is the one I would go for, but I've seen some videos online where people are going for this guy here. This is for tensioning, I believe, the timing chain. So there's a spring and like a small shaft and a few things inside of there. So you don't really want to take that out. So the one that is at an angle, leave alone. The one that is closest to the drain plug above and comes down nice and flat and square with the bottom skid plate, that's the one that you want to get off of there. So let's go ahead and crack this sucker loose. Man, they don't give you a ton of space to get your socket in there. I like to kind of push up on the plug until I'm ready to bail out with it, and usually that'll keep you from getting super covered in oil. All right, here we go. That's pretty good, guys. There's like nothing on my fingers. That's pretty good. So I can smell it. It's definitely due for a change for sure. The drain plug is just a regular plug. It's not magnetic or anything like that. That's always a nice little addition. I'm not sure if they make it for this machine, but getting yourself a magnetic drain plug, that's always nice to have. Alright, so let's let this drain for a minute. It looks like it's already almost out of there. Now on this machine, there's no oil filter. So it's a pretty straightforward process. Drain it, refill it. I'm going to double check, but I'm pretty sure it is about 600 milliliters is what the book calls for, which ends up being like, I think 3/4 or so of a quart of oil. But let's let this drain. We'll come back, fill this sucker back up, and I'll get you that exact amount. Alright, so we're basically done draining. So the book that I'm reading says 0.65 liters, which is basically 650 milliliters. So we're going to start with that, and then we'll just check the dipstick and see how she looks. So at this point, we're done draining. I'll get this back in there. The torque spec on this is 18.5 foot-pounds, and then I think I have it converted over here, 222 inch-pounds for my smaller torque wrench. So if that's what you're going to use, which that's what I would use, that's what it's going to be. Alright, if you haven't used one of these before, you can get these at O'Reilly's. This makes your life a lot easier and saves you on making a big mess. So you can shut this off here at the bottom. So you start with it shut. And you're going to take your oil. So we're using Mobil 1 Racing 4T. I don't have any of the CF Moto stuff, so this will have to do. Yeah, over on this side, we have our milliliters. turned off. We'll fill it up. We'll go 600 and then check it. So now all you do is just open this little valve and the oil just starts flowing. This thing is super cool. Then when you're done, you'll just lock that bottom back up. And if you pull the bottom out in such a way where you kind of keep it not the lowest point, you won't even spill any oil. And then because the bottom has a cap and this locks, there's no dripping like a typical funnel where you got to like place it somewhere and you know when you come back, you know, a week later it's going to be a hot mess. There's none of that with this. So once it's done draining, we'll just shut that, bend that down like so, flip it up, cap it, and you're good to go, no mess. Now we'll just throw this off to the side. Get our drain plug back in. See what it looks like. I'm going to get it on the ground first. Maybe even fire it up real quick and then just double check that our oil looks good, and then we will move on to checking the last couple items here. So right now we are basically up to the stick, which is pretty much perfect on this guy. But let's get it on the ground and we will check it again, just in case the lift has us kind of sitting a little funny. It doesn't look like it does, but get it on the ground, check it again, check our tire pressure, check our lug nut torque, check our air filter, check our chain. It looks like there's a couple of lube points on here. Hit those and he'll be ready to ride. All right, while we're waiting for that oil to settle a little bit, let's check the tire pressure. So these all say 5 psi. That's crazy. Seems kind of low. All right. That's at about 2. All right, that's done. Next up, we're going to check your air filter. Make sure your battery connection is good. And we've got a couple little spots to grease up. You're good to go. You ready to rip?
Yeah.
All right, good deal. All right, let's pop your seat off.
Why? Do you have to stump it?
No, we're going to check your air filter. So here, put your seat down.
This is actually...
Air filter is right under the seat. You've got a quick little tab on the back here that you hit. Seat pops up, air box flips open. Got your screen on top. That filter is brand new. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and blow it out just for the hell of it, but the sucker is good to go.
We said I could, right?
That's a what? A trunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. Oh, a little dust on there.
What's that?
That's what takes the power from your battery Gets it down to your starter when you want it there.
Let me get my key.
Okay, that's good to go. Battery connections. Always a good idea to make sure those are tight. That's all good to go. Okay, now let's see. Looks like we got a Zerk fitting over here for the swing arm, which I think that's all I see. On the front end, not serviceable. Yeah, so it's just one Zerk on the swing arm, and then he is good to go. Yeah. Got your helmet?
No, my helmet's on that.
Okay, not going anywhere yet. Just gonna double check that the oil's good. Then you're ready to rock. So let me get this 600 moving for you. Like the big boy version of yours. Alright, go on and kill it. Turn it off. I read a couple different things. I read somewhere, I think there is a dealership video that it's about 600 milliliters. But then I read elsewhere 650, so I'm thinking 600 is the ticket, because you never get it all.
Is this a racing quad?
It's like a sport quad. Yeah, so I'm going to add a splash more. I don't want to do much here. That would put us to about 650. Oh yeah, now you're good. Oh, you're ready to ride, bud. There you go. See, that's your gas right there.
Wait, how?
Yep, and that goes down. Time for more gas. Right now, you're good to go, bud. You're fully serviced. You're ready to rip. Alright, let me back out. Oil all over this one. Woo! Which way you going? Okay. How she feel, crazy man? Oh, wow. Well, he's good to go. Another happy customer. Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this week. Next week, we got some dirt bike stuff coming. We're going to be doing a lowering kit on this YZ250FX. She's a little tall for me, so we're going to do a lowering link in the rear, and then we're also going to get into the front forks and lower those as well. all I do is kind of trail ride, so for me, it a little bit of performance loss isn't going to be that big of a deal. So we got some cool stuff coming with that. Also going to show some cool techniques for setting your bike up and your suspension. We got little dirt bikes, big dirt bikes, little quads, big quads, all kinds of cool stuff. So if you're into this kind of content, feel free to join us. We'll be doing some riding videos as well. So again, appreciate you guys watching. Catch you on the next one.